Oh my gosh, I'm live and the hair is abominable. It's abominable. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. Happy Wicked Wednesday to everybody. Hopefully you can hear me okay. It's William Black coming from the not so safe confines of the inner sanctum known as the William Black office. Studio B, otherwise known as, and testosterone level, as we knew, would be high tonight. So hello, everyone. Love seeing everybody here. Thank you guys for joining the Lone Ranger tonight in this very toxic environment. Hey, Christine, Nikki Ann, Dawn. Thank you guys that joined Mallory on TikTok. She worked really hard to get her agenda and her things she wanted to talk about. Isn't that right, baby? Yeah. So I was really proud of her. So she did fantastic. Hello, Kel. Oh, Kel, you're puppy training tonight. Oh my gosh, that'll be fun. I'm glad you're here. Hello, Beverly and Evita, Nicole, Kelly, Tabitha, Dawn, Louise, Ruth, Brenda, Christina. I know, no mask, Christina. I should have a mask on. I should have I have a bat mask, by the way. I have a bat mask. And I think I still have the mask from the Halloween costume from 2 years ago. Yes. So the question is, where is Shayla Black tonight? That's a great question. Well, Shayla Black, I think, as you guys know or mentioned last week, she and Rachel Connolly are they're sitting on the beach right now. They're sitting on the beach in St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Florida area, and they're there for NINC, which is, don't ask me what the acronym stands for, but it's for published authors. And it's kind of I won't say it's an author retreat. It's kind of an author industry event where they can network with other authors and industry professionals and just kind of recharge your batteries, if you will. And you guys know all the term around networking. And I know that this was something that Shayla wanted to do for a while. It's been, I think, a couple of years since she's been, and used to, I think, RWA did a lot of these. I think they still do to some extent. I think RT did some of this, and other people, 25 books or more, whatever it's called, have sponsored industry events like this. But this is one that she's always enjoyed going to. It's very low key, and that's what she's enjoying, and being able to just kind of absorb a lot of things and see a lot of friends she hasn't seen in a long time. I know they've got dinner plans. They've got some meetings scheduled tomorrow with some other industry folks. So she's going to have a wonderful time. But I'm glad you guys are here. No, I was just texting with her. They are in a part of Florida that you guys remember when the hurricane came through about a year ago. And a lot of businesses right there on the coast never reopened. There's a Publix grocery store that never reopened. There's several restaurants that never reopened. So they get there and they're like, we're hungry. We Ubered from the airport and there's nothing nearby. So I was very quick to DoorDash them a bunch of stuff today. So I think they're stocked up for a few things. Their rooms are really nice. They're in a nice renovated hotel. And but the water's right there, and I think they have a big group dinner. I think, is it tonight or is it? I think it's the last night. They have a big group dinner out on the beach, which I'm very jealous of. But Rachel flew in last night, yesterday morning, and we had the entire day with her yesterday. And then she and Shayla flew out at 8:00 this morning. So nothing like getting to the airport at 6:30 in the morning. So to get them on their flight. Renee says, we all stay calm. Nice to see you all. Thank you, Renee. Karen says, I tried the pecan pie ice cream. It was good, but not as good as pralines and cream. Oh, I haven't tried the pralines and cream, but I'll say that it was, why is she texting me right now while I'm live? I have no idea. Anyway, like I can do something. I got to tell you something, elephant in the room. Okay. She is more, there is more taking care of Shayla Black when she's not here than when she's here. Okay. I'm just saying. But we love Shayla Black. Yes, we do. Christina, is that a badge and handcuffs in the background, or are my eyes deceiving me? No, Christina, they are. It's a badge and it's handcuffs. This is the badge. This is a Mayberry badge from the Andy Griffith Show. This is the deputy badge. I have a sheriff's badge somewhere else. It's the real heavy duty one. Won't say it was screen worn, but it was. It's the real deal. And I think I picked this up at some event one time. But no, it kind of helps decorate my mic. But this time we get to use my mic, and I love using my mic. So I think the sound comes across so much better. Regina says St. Petersburg has a fabulous Greek community and food. Oh, I'm sure, Regina, I hope they can get out and do some stuff. I really do. But I know they've got a pretty hectic schedule. Christine says, my uncle lives in that part of Florida where the hurricane hit. Christine, was terrible. That hurricane just was terrible. And I don't know how folks can, number one, run a business there, much less pay the insurance, the flood insurance for even if they're offering it with hurricanes in that area, because it is not fun. Shannon says, what does Shannon say here? Thankfully, I'm wearing my glasses so I can read tonight. Did Shayla approve of you hijacking the channel? We need proof of life from Shayla. You're looking a bit guilty. Well, she needs to hold up the newspaper, the Tampa Bay, was it Tampa? What is it? The Tampa Tribune? I forget what it is. I forget what it's been a minute since I lived in Florida. Talk with your mother. Text with your mother. Apparently she's got a bug issue there. And I can't kill it for her, so you can text from your iPad.
This is her iPad.
Oh, it's her iPad. Okay. All right. Well, happy Wicked Wednesday, everybody. Again, thank you guys for joining. Those of you that did Mallory on her account. Where did my name go? My name's disappeared. Why is my name not there? Because you guys don't even know who the hell I am. I don't even know if I know how to put it up there. I don't see how to do it. I'll have to figure it out later. Oh, well. I've got a couple of things I wanted to talk about tonight, and I've got a pop quiz, not for me, but for you guys. How well do you really know Shayla Black and William Black? How well do you know them? Well, I've got a few questions here to quiz you on. I've also got a few hot takes to share today. What I feel is a gift. I want to gift you guys something. I want to gift you my recommendations, things that I think you would find some benefit from. And I want to send that. I'm going to talk to you guys about that tonight. And that has to do with movies and songs. And we're going to dissect a song here in a minute, why I think it's such a good song. But I also want to talk. Oh, and we've also got, God, we got a ton to do. I have a taste test. And nay, it is not one of Shayla's keto taste tests. I've been wanting to do this taste test for weeks, almost a month. And I've not been able to do it because someone doesn't want the calories and someone doesn't want the sugar and someone doesn't want the carbs, but that's okay. But we've got two tastes here that I think you guys will approve. One in particular that I've been dying to try. We tried the pecan pie ice cream. Was it last week? And that was the bomb. I was at the grocery store today, and when I went and picked it up last week, they were almost out. I got the last pint, and then they had 2 half gallons in the cabinet, and the rest was gone. Now they've restocked. But I've got to tell you, I think that was a big success for Bluebell. So hopefully you guys got to see that. And I think we put up a short about no, we didn't put a short about that. We put a short up about another review. So we'll put the pecan praline or the pecan pie short up on YouTube soon.
She wants you to share the book.
Oh, well, I can't do that right now. So she's just going to have to. I know. Well, apparently Shayla Black has, apparently she found a bug on the floor in her room. And what did she say? Brave Rachel killed it. He should share. Brave Rachel. Yeah. I'm the official bug killer. But then the girls will come to me if there's a spider or if there's a bug, and Mallory be like, "You got to kill it. You got to kill it." I said, but then it won't have a dad or a mom. And what are the kids going to do without the daddy or mama bug? And then she's like, oh, so when she was little, that was her big concern. So what we do is we trap the little bug in a cup, and we take it out and let it go. And that made baby happy back in the day. Now she just wants them dead. Now she just wants them dead. Oh, wait, was it undead or what? Unalive. That's right. Yeah, I don't care what I say. Exactly. Louise says you have to splurge sometimes, William. Yes, Louise, and I will not be eating all of this, but you're going to get a taste through me of what this is all about. What's Shannon saying? They say it has Satan's blood that was spilled. Knowing Rachel, she wanted to make sure that bug was dead. I'm sure she called Rachel, help me. Mallory, Shayla Black is helpless. She's a very, very strong and very powerful and smart woman. Sometimes she's helpless, and thankfully that she's got people around her that can help rescue her. Oh, the poor thing. Hey, Christina, my dad was also the official bug killer. It was a hard transition to adulthood when I had to kill the bugs to myself. Yeah. That's rough. That's rough. Dana, yep, unalive the bugs. Yeah, bugs are gone. Bugs don't bother me. Spiders don't bother me. The only thing that really gets my dander up a little bit, or the shit on the back of the neck, is a snake. I am not a fan of snakes. I'll kill it. I'll do whatever I got to with it, but they are not my favorite to handle. So, but I don't know. Shayla says she's not joining us, but she's watching us right now. So I'm on the clock here. But I will start tonight with a rant. I did not plan to have Rachel Connolly is here with the snake. Thank you, Rach. Thank you so much. Of course. Yes, I appreciate that. So I have a rant tonight. I planned on this being a very happy experience tonight. On my way to the grocery store today. Riddle me this. You're coming up to a stoplight. The lane you're in goes straight. The lane to your immediate right is right-hand turn only. Now, let's just say you're trying to drive like this, and you suddenly realize you need to be in my lane because you want to go straight. What do? Well, if we're coming up to the light and there's room for you to get in, go for it. I have no problem with that. Just do it. However, if you're stopped, all of us are stopped, and he's halfway in his lane and won't go all the way to the front and turns his turn signal on and blocks 10 people behind him who want to turn right so that he can get in front of you, I have a problem with that. I have a big problem with that. Some curse words may have been uttered. Did I let him in? Yes, I let him in, because you know what? Because I'm a kind guy. But trust me, he got an earful from me. But I just don't understand entitled driving. Make a mistake. I made a mistake on the cruise when we drove down to the cruise. It was early in the morning. I missed my turn. Did I try to jerk over and get into the lane? Hell no. I moved and I did what I was supposed to do, and turned around and came back the other way and may have lost 5 minutes. That's what this guy could have done. I can't tolerate inconsiderate people, and I can't tolerate laziness, and that's a laziness. It's exactly what it is. So we brought it down. Now we're going to bring it back up because I had to get that off my chest. Shayla, of course, would have been flipping everything off and shouting he was everything, under the sun. And I'm a little more reserved in that respect. And I did let the guy in, but I just don't understand entitlement. And it's rush hour too. So what are you going to do? Shannon says Charlie likes to take the same scenic route a couple of times over to be considered. Okay, yeah. I might have done a few deep. It was there was construction. Shannon, I picked up Shannon and Rachel at the airport in Florida one time, and yeah, we might have gone around 2 or 3 times because of the construction. I couldn't figure out how to get to the steakhouse I wanted to take them to. So she'll never let me forget that, and I'll probably still wake up with a snake in my bed one day. Christine says, I would let him in, but be cussing him all the way. Yeah, same here. And, Christine, the reason I let him in, because I'm not vindictive. Well, anyway, I'm not vindictive as a practice, but I felt bad for the people behind him. They just wanted to get home, and they just wanted to make their right turn. And I said, well, let's get this asshole out of here and get him going. He did throw his hand up to thank me, but, whatever. You inconvenienced about 12 different cars and you didn't need to do that. So Shannon, you ate well, so do not call me a liar. Shannon, I'm not vindictive. You ate well. I still fed you. If I was vindictive, I would have said, well, I'm sure the snack bar or the cookies at the hotel lobby or at the hotel front desk would have been for free. So you'd have got that. Anyway, so Shayla Black is watching us. I think Rachel may be in and out. And then I know that Shannon, I should just bring Shannon online. That's what I should do. No, I'm not going to do that because this is my time. So this is what I get. So as you can see, I've added a few things in the ticker down below. It's very important that you read every one of those because I am very hip with today's youth. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. We're full Riz here. There is no cap and we slay. So I'm just saying, I think I've captured them all. Shayla Black may be shaking her head right now, but you know what? It's worth it because I'm just that cool. And don't stop believing. Christina says, it's the luck of the draw with me. If I'm in a good mood, I'll let them in. If I'm in a hurry, Christina, I'd probably been more of an asshole. But you know what? I was not in that big a hurry, and I was just being a nice guy. Did I throw gang signs? Yeah, if I knew a few, I might. But most of the time, it's I don't even know if I know a gang sign. Just notice the ticker at the bottom. I feel like I'm watching ESPN. Well, it's supposed to trigger everybody. There you go. This is the alpha talk. This is my time, right? With you guys. I never get this.
We offer. You just say.
So I heard on TikTok. So baby shared all that. Okay. All right. Yeah. But Rachel, do not cover your eyes because you know that I am full Riz here. Full Riz. No cap. No cap. All right. There you go. All right. Lauren, we're just talking about colloquialisms used by the young people today. And I'm just sharing how I'm all about that. So, and I just aged myself with that. So anyway, as we're getting in here, I put together a little Q&A. I would love to know how well you guys know Shayla, Mallory, and I. So I'm going to open it to everybody, and I want to see some comments in here. Please let me know. Let's just test. Let's just test the brand loyalty here. We'll see if we've done our job and shared this information enough times. Okay, here's question number 1. You guys ready? What amusement park did Shayla and I work at when we first met? What amusement park did Shayla and I work at when we first met, or we were teens, basically? And start the Jeopardy music. Da, na, 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 na. We worked there. I want to say I worked there for 6 years. I think Shayla only worked there for probably maybe on or off for 3 or 4 years. But that was a long time ago. And I'll give you a hint. It was in Southern California. And we were just 2 crazy teens. waiting to get off work and doing whatever it is we do after work. So, and we have an answer. There we go. Louise Matthews, Magic Mountain. Yes, Magic Mountain, otherwise known as Six Flags Magic Mountain in Newhall, California. Newhall, California. Oh, mom worked there for 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was 2.
Okay, well, I was close. Dana, you were there too. I see you. Yes, good job, Dana. And Fong, excellent, excellent. I missed your guys' comments. Awesome. Oh, there you are. Nicole had it. Allison did too. She called it Six Flags. I would have counted that as well. Fantastic. Toys R Us. Never, ever, ever, ever. I wish it was Disney, Christine. I wish it was Disney Beverly, but it was not. But good job. I think we've repeated the same stories enough times that you guys are remembered. So that's awesome. And we tend to repeat ourselves these days. Okay, on to question number 2. What college did Baby graduate from? It's a little tougher. What college did little Mallory graduate from? That's going to be a little harder. And I'll give you this. It's in Texas. It's in Texas. And it wasn't the College of Hard Knocks. It wasn't Shed U, which was the shed out back, which I threatened to enroll her in. And we have answers. Wow, you guys know this stuff. Christina, awesome. TCU. Nicole, I think you meant TCU and you put YOU. Louise got it. Nicole, yeah, you got it, Nicole. TCH, close enough. Shannon, the Hogwarts one. She would have loved, Mallory would have loved to go to Hogwarts. Loved it. TCU, TCU, TCU Horny Frog. That's exactly. Baby always says that TCU Horn Frogs, our Horn Frogs might be small, but we shoot blood out of our eyes. So, you can't fuck around, mess around with that. Excuse me. You can't mess around with that. But you guys are awesome. All of you knew that. That's awesome. Christine, Allison, Fong, Nicole, you guys all know this stuff. That's awesome. That's awesome. Fills my heart with warmth. All right. We're on to question number 3. Question number 3. This is almost too easy. Almost too easy. Name William's favorite pie. And that's me. Name William's favorite pie. Shannon, you're not allowed to answer this one. And I think Rachel knows this one very well as well. What is my favorite pie? Now, I have probably 2, right? I mean, 1 and 2, but there's one that hits top billing, and you guys have evidence, photographic evidence of me actually making these. So, and the answer is, and you guys have it right, Louis pecan pie. Nicole, key lime is right there. Because you heard me talk a lot about key lime. I know key lime is right there, but I think pecan edges it out just because of the sugary goodness. But it's like key lime pie, and key lime pie to me is like summer, and pecan pie for me is fall and winter. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Christina, you got it. And Tabitha, Rhonda, way to go. Biscuits and gravy comes in pies now. Cracker Barrel, and we talked about that in the rant 2 weeks ago. We just put a snippet of that up on YouTube as well. And it seems like Cracker Barrel's maybe correcting course, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. What did that poor old man with the barrel ever do to anybody? My hope is that their biscuits and gravy will continue to be good. But I hear that, the jury's not, the verdict's not out, but I've never tried their cinnamon roll cake. Cracker Barrel has a cinnamon roll cake. So it's like a pie tin. And Shannon, you'd love this. Cinnamon rolls all in it with icing, and you can bake it in the pie tin. We thought about doing that for a taste test. We may do that this fall if they still have it. But see, Alice is covering both bases there. Good job. Some people love pecan pie. Some people don't. And I respect that. Same with key lime pie. Same with apple pie. I am not the biggest apple pie fan in the world. If it's made well, I'll go. I'll enjoy it, but it's not I'll never go out of my way to order it. Blackberry cobbler, peach pie, peach cobbler, all day long. So good job, guys. You got the pecan pie right. Okay, we're going to go a little harder now. Get your mind out of the gutter, Shannon. All right. Where's my question? I put it in here. Oh, I don't have it in here, but I know what I was going to say. What's the nickname Rachel and Shannon have for me? What's the nickname Rachel and Shannon have for me? Now we'll see who knows what. Because I actually came up with this nickname myself. And then I'll tell you in a little bit what that was for. A lot of you know that already. Rhonda, it's not Boxcar. I came up with Boxcar because we were talking about it one day. It was a lot of fun, Boxcar Bill, but that was not the nickname they have for me. And let's see. And you guys have it. Okay. You guys are really paying attention. Tabitha, I knew Tabitha knew this. Charlie. Christine, Charlie. Louise, Charlie. Rachel says, I know. Beverly, Dana, you've got it. Close, Renee. Horn dog. That was good. Someone asked him what his ethnic name is since he's multilingual. Well, I can blend. Let's be honest. Put me in any country, I could blend. No, you're right. The name is Charlie. And a little story about that. I think you guys know this story, but I'm typically full of myself. So I was like, we were all having a good time one time, all of us together. And I said, you know what? It's Shayla, Rachel, and Shannon. And I said, it's 3 ladies, it's 3 angels. So and I was being fairly magnanimous. We've grown out of that since then. But I said, since they're the angels, why can't I be Charlie? And since Charlie's Angels was one of my favorite shows growing up, we kind of know why, that kind of stuck. So now I'm still Charlie. Every once in a while, they'll get an angel from me every once in a while when they get a gold star. But and Shannon, you keep trying, honey. You keep trying. You're going to get it one day. You just keep trying. But that's exactly what it's from. Yeah, the Chocolate Factory. I think that's what the girls would like it to be from. They love the Chocolate Factory. But you guys knew that too. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, we're on to the next question. What's the name? Now, Nikki Ann, you may have to disqualify yourself from this. What's the name of Shayla's female cat? What's the name? And I'll accept either the nickname or the actual name. But what's the name of Shayla's female cat?
Can I get the hint? I have a good hint.
Go sit down.
Can I?
Go sit down.
I talked about this on the live.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh my gosh. So they paid attention to you because here's the answer. See, Allison, right in here. Fiona. Yes, Louise, you got it. Christina. Tabitha got both names. Exactly. Nikki Ann. My lips are sealed. Yeah, Nikki Ann got up close and personal with Fiona. So she liked Nikki Ann. Let me tell you guys something. Fiona is so attached to Shayla that she just goes into a deep, dark depression. It's that separation anxiety. She goes into a deep, dark depression when Shayla leaves. So after I got back from the airport, because she saw the suitcase, Fiona's been under our bed the entire day. And I've got her out maybe once or twice, then she goes right back under. And she is just so depressed. And I do not know how to get her out of that depression. I'll go under the bed and I'll talk to her and it's like, come on out, come on, it's gonna be fine. You let me rub on you too. So come on out and you can get some love. But no, she is in a deep, dark depression every time Shayla leaves the house. When we left for the week for the cruise, baby said she didn't see her for the first 3 days. Then she eventually came out. But it's sad to see because it's good to know that they're attached at the hip. Fifi loves her to death, but I hate to see him go through that. But she is not a happy camper. Now Floyd will kind of go with whatever dog that'll hunt, so it's fine. Charlie isn't responsible with handing out stars. The Rach is in charge of stars. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's no budget and more stars. Sorry. The budget is dry. The star budget is dry now. Christina, what does Fifi look like anyway? She's a gray tabby. So she's gray with white boots and a white little stripe down her nose. You never see her, Christina, because she won't hold still long enough. She's fidgety. She was a bit, when we first got her, she and Floyd, they were a little on the feral side. She was a little bit more because she was the smallest one of the run of the litter. There were only 2 left in the litter. And yeah, here's a picture of her.
Real time.
There's a real time. So she came out. She's not happy. Look at that face. She is not happy.
Tired or unhappy, I can't tell.
But boy, yeah, she can't sit still. She'll never be a lap cat or anything like that. But she'll want love from you and she wants to be in the room with you. Well, with Shayla, but that's about it. Rachel, are you handing out stars, darling? Are you handing out stars? Oh, that's a pity star. I got you. It's a pity star. I got you. Can always count on the reach. Yeah, Tabitha, we need to give her something to snuggle up. But, the bed smells like Shayla anyway, so she should be able to just cuddle up there. But she'll get over it. But good job. You guys got Fiona. And do you remember the name of the boy? It's Floyd. I think I already mentioned that. And Fiona was named, what was Fiona named after?
Fiona Apple.
Fiona Apple, which I think she sang songs or something.
Floyd was named
I didn't get to name Fiona, but I named Floyd. And Floyd was named after Floyd the barber on the Andy Griffith Show. So there you go. And then that just screwed up the other question I was going to ask about my favorite TV show, but we're not going to ask that question now because you guys already know that one. Here's a really hard one. Okay. This is a really, really hard one. Nikki Ann says, Fiona looks exactly like Phineas looked when we went to Texas without him. Oh, I'm sure he was sad. Oh, poor little guy. All right. This one's a tough one. And this is about Shayla. I guess we should ask one about Shayla. What's the title of Shayla's first published book? What's the title of Shayla's first published book? Bonus points if you can tell me where the book signing took place for that, her very first book signing, and that was for that book. Now, I can see the Googling going on right now, but this is a hard one. It's a hard one because I don't know, do we even sell that one? I think we do. I think we're getting ready to do something different with that one, but it's still out there. I'll give you a hint because I'm not seeing any comments. It's historical. And you guys know that she started her career in historical romance, and then we moved on to contemporary romance from there. but she really had a niche in historical romance. We still have reference books upstairs of proper garments of the period because she was so, you guys know my wife, she's so fastidious about getting the facts right, about getting, when she's writing these books, to make sure they're factually accurate and time period accurate as well. So let's see what we have here. Yep, you got the bonus point, Tabitha. It's a Walmart historic romance. Now, it's not a Walmart book, but it was at Walmart that we actually had the book signing. And it definitely is historic. Yep, Louis is historical. The signing, you're right, was at Walmart, Dana. Denise, it was not Wicked Ties. Wicked Ties came way later than that. Like I said, it's an historical romance. And no, it's not Bride, Dana. This is a tough one. That's what I'm going to say. It's a tough one. And this is back when she was publishing under her married name. So Shayla Black did not exist yet. So that's, now we've recovered that and put the Shayla Black name on there. But her first most of her historicals were published under her married name and did not carry the Shayla Black. I think Shayla Black, the first time Shayla Black appeared, and she'll correct me if I'm wrong, was with the Wicked Lover series and Wicked Ties. And I think we have a winner, Nicole, Dragon Something. That's pretty damn close. And Nikki Ann's right there as well. Okay. And Louise. Okay, here it is. The Lady and the Dragon. The Lady and the Dragon. Very good. Very good, folks. I know that was a hard one. That was a hard one. The Lady and the Dragon. That book, and that was through the Precious Gems, and Shayla, correct me if I'm wrong, or Rachel or Shannon. It was through the Precious Gems line of Simon and Schuster. No, not Simon Schuster. It was Kensington Publishing. It was Kensington Publishing, and it was their Precious Gems line. And we were over the moon for her. And now, again, what was it under, Christine? Well, it was written under Shelley Bradley. But now, like I said, Shelley Bradley as an author name has been usurped by Shayla Black a long time ago. So
Shayla told me to tell you it's Precious Gems.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. Precious Gems. Yeah. See, and I remember, I think, do we still have a Precious Gems version of that upstairs? I don't know if we do. It said little Precious Gems in the corner. And we went to, I remember they were telling us, you were going to do a book signing. I forget which Walmart it was that we went to. And Shayla had never done a book signing, and she's sitting down here with a table and people bringing her water and all this stuff to sign her books. And everybody's like, can you tell me where the water pumps are? where the plumbing supplies are? I mean, there was no build up for her coming there, or if there was very little. There was no social media back then or anything like that. You just walked in and saw an author standing there. I can remember those days. But there was no social media or anything to let people know. Maybe there was a newspaper article about it, but that was about it. But that was awesome. Yeah, Renee, November 3rd, 2014. Yep. Yeah, those are the ones that are by Shelley are on Amazon are probably resellers. Those are all resellers. So people that have bought it and trying to sell it again. So we haven't published under that name in a long, long time, but everything else has been under Shayla Black for a while. And she's made some changes to that book since then. And I know that she's talking about some changes later on, but never enough time in the day. So good job, guys. You got that. Very, very good. I think those are the questions I had. It's pretty damn good. What?
We do have some Precious Gems versions up in the.
Oh, we do. Okay. Special editions. Special editions. So I thought that was fun. You guys passed with flying colors. You guys did awesome.
Shannon, you failed.
You guys did awesome. Shannon says, Nicole, don't tell on me. I already in the negative stars with Charlie. Nicole, Shannon. Yeah, we'll talk after class, Shannon. We'll talk after class. To the principal's office.
What is Her favorite song of all time.
I don't even know what it is. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. Anyway, so you guys did fantastic on that. And now I think it's time for the first part of our taste test. Because why? Because I decided we are. You know what? No, I can't. I gotta snippet this later. So 3, 2, 1. Okay. Welcome to the William Black Taste Test Extravaganza. It is now time for us to dive into the snacks that Shayla Black does not allow me to share online anymore. We did crumble for a while and it was awesome. And a number of you helped sponsor that as well. So thank you. But now she's on this keto thing. So I got to stay away from that. But now that, what did she say in the newsletter? While the cat's away, the mice will play. Ooh, I remembered that. So now tonight we're going to do a taste test. And then we're going to finish all this with, I think, some William Black recommendations. And we're going to do a deep dive on something too. So, Christine, Shannon and I have talked about that. Shannon and I have actually talked about that. Let me just tell you, Shannon is probably one of the hardest working people I've ever known. This poor girl works morning, noon, and night. And I don't think she has a free moment to go live. But if one day she does, or we can ever firm it up, we'll do it. The only time we go live with Shannon and Rachel typically are when they're here. And when we get them together, you guys remember when Shannon broke her foot accidentally, that we were all live as well. And I think we did it that time. And then we did it the previous time they were out. We try to do it every time they're out. So, all right. Oh, you remember that, Christina? My favorite live was when Shannon gave you a makeover. I think I still have that picture. Hold on a second. Let me see if I have that picture and I can share it. Let's see. I'm on my computer, so I should be able to get to it. Where's it at? It's a JetBlue holiday. I don't think I have it. I don't think I have it handy. No, I don't have it handy. Not seeing it. No. Anyway, it is a notorious picture. And those of you that don't know the story, we were in Orlando and we had just got back. We were attending, it was either Book Bash or Shameless or whatever it was called at that point, book signing there. And we were staying at the hotel right across the street from Universal Studios. Well, as we do, Rachel and Shannon were with us, and we all went over to Universal for Halloween Horror Nights, which I got to go back again sometime. We've been a couple times, and it's just so much fun. But anyway, we got back, and Shannon, of course, was frightened to death. Poor thing, climbing up my back. But we got back, and then we started drinking, and we're drinking. I was drinking pretty heavily because that's just what I do when I'm on the road. And I wasn't feeling any pain. Shayla wasn't feeling any pain. Rachel was not feeling any pain. And then we started talking about doing a makeover for William Black. And I guess I said, just don't get near my eyes, because Shayla was going to do it. And I said, I just can't have anybody near my eyes. Then to put whatever on my eyes. And then Shannon says, just give me that damn thing. She grabbed the guy liner thing. She jumped on top of me, pushed my head back, and started doing my eyes. Why I let Shannon take over, I have no idea. I just gave up. I just surrendered. And by the time it was over, I had guy liner all over the place. I had, the rouge and the makeup and all that crap all over me. And we went live. And it was pretty funny. We need Shayla to give Charlie a makeover. Guy liner required. I look good in guy liner, actually, but it's just not going to happen. You know how old I am? I can't do those things anymore. Apparently, I think it's against the law. I really do. I think it's against the law. We need to have a live. Yeah, okay. We talked about that. Yeah, I thought you would live with us. Oh God, no. But yeah, we will have a live. My favorite lives in Shannon. Yep. I'm already repeating myself here. Fong has the picture. Hold on. Hold on. I've got the picture here somewhere. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Is it in my favorites? No, that's Amy. That's V. There's my Halloween picture with my you know what sticking out there. Let's see. There's my topless picture from the beach. And I am not seeing it. I do not see it.
2018.
Let me look at my favorites. I don't think it's here. No, I don't see it. Anyway, if I can find it, and I will find it, I'll try to remember and we'll share it next week. But I also have a picture of me, and we'll share this one next week as well. The morning after, I guess I didn't clean my face well enough, and I slept well. Let's just put it that way. I woke up and I went to the bathroom, and you could still see the guy liner, and my face was just like it looked like I was stoned. I looked stoned. Fong, I don't think you can. But I gotta have this thing somewhere. Let me see. I know Shannon sent it to me. Hold on. I know Shannon sent it to me. Hold on. Let me find. Did Shannon zoom it to me? I don't remember. Maybe it's in my downloads. No. I don't know. Shannon, do you still have it and you can send it to me? I just can't find it right now. Yeah, I can't find it right now. There's too many files. Too many damn files. Yeah, throw it in a PM and Facebook, Fong. Thank you. And I'll jump in there real quick. Oh, there's me. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, as soon as it pops here, Fong, I'll download it and I can throw it up. Uh-oh, I just lost everybody. There we go. Yeah, just throw it in Facebook PM and I'll pull it out of there. Thank you, Fong. Christina says, so you looked like a KISS band members. You know what? I'd be happy with that if I had some of their money. Good Lord. Alice Cooper is a god. That man is a god. And I don't know how he keeps doing it at his age, but he's amazing. Let me see. Fong, I don't see you yet. But I'm sure I'll get a notification once the PM comes in. Yeah. Anyway, that was a good time. It was a lot of fun. And we wish we did it twice. I think 2 years in a row. I think that's what we did. It was a lot of fun. Yes, Eve, my whiskey keg. Oh, right here. There's my whiskey keg and my coasters, my cowboy coasters. And then, yeah, I know I'm getting to the taste test tab. I know, I'm getting there. Got my Mr. Black cold brew. And you guys blessed me with the Bob Ross, and of course Bucky holding on to the major award from Carnival. All right, first one up tonight. I went to Walmart because you know what? I own stock in it. I wanted to try the Walmart peanut butter crispy bar. I've heard a lot of good things about this. Look at that. Look at the girth on that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I saw a TikToker, and I can't say a fellow TikToker because I don't TikTok. rave about this. Can I get this open? I may have to get my scissors out. I gotta get my scissors out. Oh, yeah, that's the morning after, right, Shannon? Okay, I'll show that in a minute. But let me do the taste test real quick. Okay. Look at that. And this is a heavy, heavy bar. This is, it just says peanut butter crispy bar. I will not bore you with the ingredients because there's too many to list, but it has got some girth to it and it looks amazing. So, oh my gosh, it smells so peanut buttery. You want to smell it, baby? Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Okay. This is insane. All right, I'm going to try this. This is the peanut butter crispy bar. Shayla Black, you can't have any. What are you going to do? I forget how much this was at Walmart. It was worth it. It was worth it. They have lemon cake by the slice. They have a bunch of different cakes, and I've seen some comparisons of theirs versus Starbucks, and I think theirs beats a lot of this stuff. This peanut butter is quality peanut butter with chocolate on top, and it's I want to say it's like a Rice Krispie, crispy bar underneath, but it's got a lot more gooey texture to it. It's got some. It's a chewy texture versus a typical Rice Krispies. It's not as fine. But look at that. Look how good that is. This is really, really good.
Shayla approves.
That is good. It tastes fresh. Peanut butter and the chocolate together. Really, really well done. This is so moist on the inside too. It's not dry at all. So this is fantastic. And if I had to give a rating for Walmart snacks on 0 out of 10 scale, of the ones I've had, this gets an 8, solid 8. It's very, very, very good. I've had some crappy ones from there too. This is a banger right here, guys. It's a banger. I got a new rug in my office. You guys can't see it, but it looks so cool in here, but I can't roll my chair very well on it. Okay, so someone sent me the picture. Let's see. I think Fong, I didn't see yours, Fong. But let me see. I think Shannon sent me. Okay, Shannon sent it to me. I've got it. So will this download it to? Does that go to my downloads? I think it does. All right, so let me see if I can pull it up here. There we go. Let's get back to you guys. Here we go. The chewing. ASMR. It's all about ASMR. We're going to do it today. Yes. All right. Let's see. Okay, image file. Downloads. And nope, that's not it. It's probably in my photos then. Oh, here we go. Okay. This was the aftermath. Yes, I look a little like Joker Jr. I look a little bit like Joker's illegitimate stepsister. That is not a good look. That is not a good look.
It's your best look yet.
Yeah. Joker's illegitimate stepsister. That's what that is. That's crazy. I can't believe I let them do that. And look at my hair. I had such a butt. I cut it too. I had it cut too short. It looked like shit. But yeah, I was drunk as a skunk. So that's how she got away with that. No, that's a hell no. That was frightening. Christina, oof, that is some blush. Yeah, I blame Shannon on that. Of course, then after she got the guy liner done, then Shayla got in there and helped out as well. And yeah, I was taken advantage of with my GNR shirt. Exactly, Eve, with my GNR shirt.
Yeah, you put up quite the fight.
It's not quite, Christine, it's not quite Joker Jr. It's Joker's illegitimate stepsister is what that is. Yeah, exactly. It's not good. It's not good. Now, if you'd like to see the actual aftermath the next morning, I will pull that image up. Yeah, my hair might have been a little darker back then. Yeah, and I was getting ready to get in the shower. I'm just like, let's take this picture. But that was yeah, that's a tough one. That was a tough one. Ugh. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We had a great time though. We had a fantastic time. All right. Thank you, Shannon, and thank you guys. Fong, thank you for trying to find those photos and stuff. I'm glad that we shared those. I was hoping they were dead and buried. Yeah, that is worse. Yeah, it is, Christine. It's like a rave gone bad, right? All right. So I've been wanting to try this snack. Let's try it again. I've been wanting to try this snack for a while, and I didn't get to do it while they had their partnership going. But now they've mainstreamed the flavors. We're going to go with. I've not tried this Oreo with peanut butter. Oreo with peanut butter. I have not tried this. I've heard that it's incredible. I've heard that it's incredible. I wanted to get a smaller box or a bag, but they only had the family size. So what are you going to do? And they don't have this in double stuff. And I prefer double stuff. As we know, with Oreos, you go double stuff or you go no with nothing. But we're going double. We're going with this one just because I care about you guys. So you can see the peanut butter. It's the normal Oreo, chocolate Oreo, but it's got the peanut butter in the middle. So it's a fair amount of peanut butter in there. I'll say peanut butter filling. I won't call that actually peanut butter. Smelling it, smells a lot like the Walmart thing I just ate, except it's got the Oreo mixed with the peanut butter. But you can definitely smell the peanut butter in that. Dana says these are pretty good. Ames says it's not just William, it's anyone who chews. It's a real issue for me. Okay, I won't chew so close to the microphone. I just got excited to be able to use my microphone in here. Let's get the handcuff under control here. Eve says this week, 6 years ago, Fong and I were partying with you and Shayla at Readers on the River. Did we not have fun at Readers on the River? Did that party we hosted just not knock it? It was a fantastic party. It was a fantastic party. I loved every minute of it. Dana says the Selena Gomez cinnamon ones are pretty good too. They had a ton of flavors. I wanted to get the blueberry too, but I really don't need it.
I wanted to show the inside.
Oh, you want to show the inside? So that's a pretty good amount of peanut butter paste. I think that's what it is a paste. So I'm sniffing. Sniff's good. Okay, so we're going to go in with the Oreo peanut butter. It says peanut butter flavor cream. So take it for what it's worth.
I like that actually.
I like it. You definitely do not taste the same amount of peanut butter as you did in the Walmart one. This is a little more subtle.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I'm a big fan of it. I think I prefer my double stuff vanilla Oreos. I think those will always have a
Whatever
place
double
in my
stuff
heart.
would taste more.
The blueberry, I wonder what that tartness would. I would hope it'd be tart against the sweet. This is good, but it's just not giving me the kick I was expecting of peanut butter. And now that I read it's peanut butter flavor cream, that makes sense to me. This needs to be double stuffed to have any flavor to it. It really does. The cookies are overpowering the flavor in the middle. So unfortunately, that one's going to get a fail in my book from a peanut butter perspective. If that were double stuffed, I think it would taste a lot better. So there you are. There you have it. That's my taste test. I was going to grab a third thing, but I didn't say that. It's the blueberry thing, but um, I think I've got my fill of, after eating this stuff, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this, but you know what? I kind of like making our own stuff here at home, having baby's keto cookies, her keto brownies, having other things here. It just tastes cleaner. You know what I mean? I'm looking at all the ingredients in these things, and it just boggles my mind. I work out with a guy. I was telling him I was going to go live tonight, and I said I was trying to come up with taste test ideas, and he told me about his peanut butter cup that's out there that's got the cleanest ingredients, like 5 ingredients with it. And I said, well, yeah, we taste tested one of those from Costco. It was called the skinny dips or skinny cups, the peanut butter cups, and those are incredible as well. But I'm getting a little out on the prepackaged stuff, and I can't say that maybe that's just with age, but and definitely don't have any maturity with it. So, but we'll see. Okay. As we're over the top of the hour, and I'm sorry I'm rambling, but that's just what I do. A couple of things I wanted to share. One was I like to I always share my thoughts on pop culture with Shayla because she loves it so much. No, she hates it, but honestly, it's about the only thing I'm good at with trivia is pop culture. And I was thinking today, if I were to give you guys 2 movies that if you've never watched, or maybe you have watched, but are looking or haven't watched it and haven't watched them, or need a recommendation for something good to watch and feel good coming away from it, I think I have 2 movie recommendations for you, and I want to share that with you. One was what I consider a action thriller that was very underrated, and it starred a mega star who really should have got better reviews for his performance in this. It was almost an afterthought in his IMDb profile, but I'll say this: it was The Firm. And you guys know John Grisham wrote the book The Firm. That was the first when I started getting into reading John Grisham, I could never put his books down. And The Firm was the first book that I read of his, of course. And I was going on a business trip. It was my first business trip ever with the corporation I was with. I'd never been on a business trip before in my life. And they flew me to this place to do some training for people. And I took that book with me. I could not put that book down. I read that the whole way there, that evening in the hotel, and I did not go to sleep till 4:00 in the morning because I could not put that book down. I loved it so much. Of course, it also helped as my first business trip. But anyway, that book blew me away. I'll say I enjoyed the book more than I did the movie, but it's just a different experience, right? But Tom Cruise in The Firm, fantastic movie. I think it's one of those action thrillers that you don't get a lot today. It's very straightforward. It's a very linear timeline. And some of the movies I think today are a little more complex, and I don't think they necessarily have to be. But I would say if you get a chance to watch something, I would say please watch The Firm. It's a good movie. It really is. And great actors. Great actors. Even has Wilford Brimley in it, and he plays a bad guy. He plays a bad guy. The other movie that I would share, and Fong, thank you for posting in the beauty group. Oh, thank you so much. I'll go in and allegedly approve it. Okay, I'll allegedly approve it. If Shannon doesn't beat me to it. The other movie I would recommend, and I think sometimes folks lose perspective when it comes to satire, and that's why this movie is amazing. The name of the movie is Blazing Saddles, and that's by Mel Brooks. This movie was every if you could insult everybody, that's what it was there for, but it was to make you laugh at yourselves. It wasn't making fun of anyone. It was just you were laughing so hard because they made fun of everyone and making fun of stereotypes, how outrageous stereotypes are, and we shouldn't be taking them seriously. It was just over the top for the time. And I think Blazing Saddles, when you can sit down and appreciate satire and appreciate that just things just aren't taken seriously, that kind of movie is such comic relief. And especially now, I will sit down and watch that movie if I just need a good laugh and just want to get away for a little while, because the acting was just top notch, top notch. Blazing Saddles was one of my favorite movies, and I think Mel Brooks, thank God he's still with us. And from what I hear, he is making the next Spaceballs movie, Spaceballs 2. So that's actually going to be coming out. I think they're in pre-production with that right now, and that man's still going. So I'm telling you, Blazing Saddles, just incredible talents, incredible talents. So those were, if I were talking about movies and wanted to share those, share some suggestions with you guys, those would be two I'd share. The last thing I want to share with you, or what I'm going to say is, like I said, I love pop culture. One is movies. The other one is songs. Shayla is probably one of the most musically inclined people that I know, from a listening and a love of music. She can't play it. She can't play anything. She can sing, but she can't play anything. But she knows music and has always been a lover of music, more than I ever have. But I wanted to share two songs with you guys, which I think go out. A lot of you have Spotify. A lot of you have YouTube Music or Apple Music or Amazon Music. Go listen to these songs. You can probably listen to them on YouTube. Tell me what you think, okay? And these two stand out to me. Now, you're going to laugh at me when I say this. You're going to laugh at me, okay? But the first song is by the Partridge Family, okay? And those of you that don't know, the Partridge Family was a TV show back in the 70s that was a fictional family, but they had some real singers in there. Shirley Jones, and I actually have a connection with Shirley Jones, by the way, and we'll get into that later. I think I shared that once. And then David Cassidy. They actually did all the singing, or some of the singing. But go and listen to the song Echo Valley 26809. Go listen to that. Now, when I say Echo Valley 26809, you're like, what the hell is that? Well, back in the day, in the 70s, you didn't have a telephone number. You didn't have a 7-digit telephone number. You had an exchange and a number to identify your number with. So your operator called Klondike 5412. This was Echo Valley 26809. It's a very straightforward song. This was probably one of David Cassidy's favorite songs he said he's ever performed. He loved this song. But it's a very simple message about lost love, and I think it's a fantastic song, and I really, really would suggest you guys listen to that. The other song, and Shayla's going to disagree with me on this, and I'm not going to tell you the title, but I'm going to read a couple of the lines for you, and you'll probably get it. But I love the message in this, and this was written by two gentlemen who were founders of the band. But I'm going to read this to you. Okay, here's the first verse. I thought I knew you well, but all this time I could never tell. I let you get away, haunts me every night and every day. You were the only one, the only friend I counted on. How could I watch you walk away? I'd give anything to have you here today. But now I stand alone with my pride and dream that you're still by my side. I'm going to go to the second, avoid the bridge and the chorus because you'll get it. Love, my love, I gave it all. Thought I saw the light when I heard you call. Life that we both could share has deserted me, left me in despair. But now I stand alone with my pride, fighting back the tears. I never let myself cry. Goodbye yesterday. Now it's over and done. Still, I hope somewhere deep in your heart, yesterday will live on. You're probably not going to know what that's from, but that is the song That Was Yesterday by Foreigner, written by Lou Gramm and Mick Jones. And I don't do it justice by reading it, but if you've not heard that song before, go listen to the song, put to music, and the way Lou Gramm just knocks that song out of the way he emotes that song. And you're a good singer when you can emote a song and emote true emotion. And he did an amazing job with that. But I'm going to tell you, it's That Was Yesterday. It's a great song. But again, two songs for you. Echo Valley 26809 by the Partridge Family, and That Was Yesterday by Foreigner. If I can leave you with two things, those things, and two suggestions for movies, and if you got any fun out of that after that, you went and saw that or listened to it, let me know what you think about it next week, because I would love to know, because we will be live next week, back with you. But thank you guys for hanging with me tonight. I appreciate it. I went a little over, so I apologize. But I wanted to share all that with you, and I'm just happy you guys spent a little bit of time with me. And Shayla and Rachel and Shannon trolled me a little bit, and that made it fun. But Dana says she knows that song. I can't think of the title is That Was Yesterday. So go check it out. Go check it out. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me tonight. My time's up. I'm going to not eat the rest of this. And I'll remember not to chew into the microphone. How's that sound? Okay. But thanks for coming into Studio B with me tonight. We've had fun. And Shayla will be back. She'll be back on Sunday. And I think Rachel's going to be with us Sunday night and on Monday. And then she goes home on Tuesday. So amazingly how she's skipping Wicked Wednesday, getting in after Wicked Wednesday and leaving before Wicked Wednesday. But we won't talk about that. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Hope you have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you on the flip.